Are you still looking for the man or woman of your dreams, or you found yourself single again? None of us seem to be immune to love issues at some point in our lives. Hello, I'm Moon. Today, I'll be joined by Feng Shui expert Donna Stellhorn on how you can use Feng Shui to help cure your love problems. So Donna, before I met my husband, I struggled to find love, and I'm sure there are millions of single men and women out there that are still looking for love. So how can we use the energies of Feng Shui to help us attract love into our lives?
Oh, well, I'm so glad you asked. And thank you so much for providing a bed so
You're
I can
welcome.
do examples. And for this example, we see the bed in the corner of the room. Now, when this happens, the bed is not really attached to any wall,
Right.
and therefore you're not attached to the house. So what's really important when you're attracting love is that you feel grounded, you feel safe. So we would want to place the bed with the head against a wall. Now, that noted, we wouldn't want to place the bed up against two walls. This we might do for a child, but for an adult, this is too difficult. The person might be sleeping too close to the wall, and if another person came in, they'd be trapped.
Right.
So ultimately, the best placement is going to be right up with with the head of the bed against one wall.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this only pertains to lovers or couples, not to a child's bedroom or a guest bedroom.
And this is when we want to attract love, especially.
Right.
So now we need to add some furniture. So do you have a nightstand?
Yes, I do. I've got two of them right here.
That's perfect. We want to have matched sets. So
Okay.
we're going to place one on one side and one on the other side. If your bedroom is small and you can't fit a nightstand on both sides, then you want to do something with a sconce on the wall. So
I see.
where a nightstand's actually attached to the wall,
Right.
because you want to have two.
Right.
So once we have that, we could add a dresser.
Okay, a dresser. I think I have one. Okay, right here.
Yes. Now, large pieces of furniture like this can be a problem if they're placed too close to a bed.
Okay.
So in this particular case, and remember, Feng Shui originated in China, lots of earthquakes and issues.
Right.
And so if something was placed too close to the bed, if it was to fall over, yes.
I see.
So even if you're not in an earthquake area, you would want to place your tall furniture away from the bed. So, and that gives us room for our nightstand. Now, there's
see.
something else that people need to be aware of. It's considered unlucky to sleep across from a mirror. And there are a lot of mirrors on those low dressers.
Right.
Do you have one of those?
I do.
So here's an example of what we have here is a typical little dresser with a mirror. And you know, most people think, wow, the best place for it is right across from the bed.
Right.
This is actually unlucky and doesn't help you find love.
Okay.
So we would want to place this also to one side. So now we have the bed placed in the right place.
Can we place the mirror any other place, like against this wall?
Yes, it could go against this wall.
Okay, or it
So,
could go against this wall.
As
Just
long
not.
as we're not looking out past our feet and seeing the mirror.
I see.
So now that we have the bed in the right place, we want to add things to bring
Okay.
love. So a nice bunch of flowers would be good.
Okay. There is a matching little tiny flower. I
Ah,
love this
is
flower.
perfect.
Isn't it adorable?
Yes. So now you would place the flowers on the empty side of the bed.
Right.
So that would help you attract love, and flowers represent joy.
Mm-hmm.
So we would be attracting a joyful partner. And so now there's also a few things that we don't want to have in the bedroom.
Okay.
So you know how popular it is now to have skulls and crossbones and all
Right.
the kind of pirate stuff.
Right.
And so they come in bedspreads now, they come in pillows. We don't want any skulls, we don't want any bones, any dead things in the bedroom.
Okay, so
Yes.
no images associated with death.
Yes.
Okay.
And now speaking of images, what we
Right.
want is we want things that are pairs.
Okay.
So, for example, I have a piece of art here that is a bad example.
Okay.
And that is this. So, you see this picture here. this has a single woman, and she's beautiful. It's a wonderful picture, but it's just one person.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so it has that energy of being solitary.
But if there was another person here, would it be okay?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Or maybe two people and they were dancing or dining together.
How about if there were two women images?
Well, that is some people's lifestyle choice.
Okay, so that would be okay too.
Yes,
Okay,
that would
so
be
if that's
great.
what you want to attract.
Yeah, if that's what you want to attract.
Okay, so that's good. So
Yes.
no one single image.
Yes.
So objects, same principle?
Yes, and so if you have a pair of objects, and I think you have a pair of objects on the magic table.
Yes.
So now you could use any pair, but you want something fairly friendly.
Okay.
Here we have a pair of fish,
Right.
and so this could be hung in the bedroom, and so just like a school of fish,
Right.
it attracts different options for you. It attracts many opportunities.
Right.
So in case you're really dating.
Right.
So you could also find things like ducks, mandarin ducks. They mate for
Okay.
life.
Okay.
And so you would place the pair of ducks to find a lifelong partner.
Okay, so can it be pairs of like nature, like two flowers, two plants?
Exactly, yes. And oftentimes you can find great pictures of one tall tree with one smaller, or two flowers intertwined.
I see. Okay, so anything pair.
Yes.
So what other advice could you give about feng shuiing for love?
Well, you can burn candles.
Yes.
Yes.
Candles.
Yes. Do you have any
It's
candles
a
for us today?
romance and ambience. So here's
Ah, beautiful.
a pair of candles.
So now with candles, and you've chosen two red candles, and that's ideal. So, and these two candles are equal. So that would be that you're looking for a very equal partner. Now, sometimes people want someone who's really going to embrace them, take care of them, and so you would choose one candle larger and one candle smaller.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
But red is our best color for attracting love. You know, we get a little confused. We think sometimes pink is the color for love, but pink's fine for maintaining a relationship.
I see.
But you want the passion.
Okay.
So you want the energy. So
Okay.
red candles are best. And these are brand new candles. You haven't lit them yet. You'd want to light these candles,
Okay.
and you'd let them burn for an hour or so a night until you have the love of your life.
Okay, so 1 hour per night, burn the candles.
Yes.
And burn both of them.
Yes, and if you miss a night, it's fine.
Okay.
So, but you want to burn them because in that moment when you light the candle, that one moment you are completely focused on what you want.
Yes.
And it's amazing how that energy will bring what you need.
Okay, so red candles doubled once 1 hour per night. So what other objects that we could use to attract love into our lives?
Yes. Well, color, as I was mentioning about the red and
Right.
passion,
Right.
is really important. And so
Yeah.
you want to change the energy of the bedroom, add a red bedspread. So what happens is that the whole energy of the room shifts, and suddenly you are attracting passion into your life.
Okay, so but any like a solid red, can it be kind of, because you know I have a lot of bed sheets that are like kind of mixed with red and other colors.
Yes, other colors are fine, but you want it predominantly red.
Okay, predominantly red.
And there are lots of different shades of red.
Yeah.
You can see this is kind of an orangey red.
Right.
Yes, and so that has a lot of heat to it. But if you're not a big fan of red, you could use more of a burgundy or one
Okay.
of the cooler reds.
Okay, that sounds good. Any other objects or images we can use that will really, really promote love into our lives?
Well, yes, you know, the heart is a universal symbol of
Right.
love. So if you have a heart-shaped box or a heart-shaped bowl, you can place that on the nightstand. So you want to place it on the empty side of the bed.
Okay.
So because that's what you're wanting to attract.
Okay, empty side of them. So maybe a heart-shaped pillow would be ideal.
Oh yes, that would be great.
Okay.
Yes. Now, if you have a love already and you want to improve the relationship, take a look at his nightstand. What is on there? Is it just a bunch of business magazines and
Right.
some aspirin?
Right.
Then you know there's a problem.
Okay.
So you can place things to help the love relationship by placing the pairs of objects so that there's more unity and harmony.
Sounds good. So these are really simple, easy tips. All we have to do is move a little bit of furniture. We just bring in some pair images, and light some candles. Then voila, you've got Feng Shui for love. So if you're still looking for love, try these tips. They're so simple, easy, and hardly any cost. And we look forward to hearing your wedding bells soon. Donna has more information on Feng Shui and love, including a book. So please visit her website at fengshuiforum.com. Thanks for joining us. For all of my Asian living tips, visit my website at yinandyangliving.com. Thank you. 고맙습니다.